Hello, this is Rebecca Barnes. I'm here to talk about eBay and financial statements and keeping up with your things on a month to month basis. I didn't worry about this too much when I first started because I didn't have a lot of items. Now moved on, I'm up to 600 listings. I have been spending time this morning going through and printing out all my financial statements. And if you are already doing this, um, good for you, but I have procrastinated. So I wanted to talk about that. I went through my October statement this morning, and um, let me reintroduce what I do. I go to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, and I flip vintage jewelry, vintage collectibles, um, basically anything that I can make a profit off of. I will, I will, I will sell. You'll also have to understand I have my grandson here, so if I have to stop the video, I'll have to stop it because I do keep my grandson. So, what I learned about this, and I'm usually fairly organized. I'm real down on people keeping up with their taxes. I paid my taxes every year. I was very fortunate last year. They did not send me a 1099. I will be getting a 1099 this year. Um, Usually what I do when I go to garage sales is I will take $40 a week. That is my budget that I spend for garage sales. I take $40 a week out of my eBay, my business account, and we go out thrifting or we go to garage sales. Um, $40 a week is my budget. Okay, and then if I go to a thrift store, I will use my card for that purchase and keep the receipt for the thrift store. Now, let me say, I haven't been real good at doing this because I did not have to. I did do my taxes because, like I said, I stay on top of my taxes, but I did not have to file a 1099. I just filed self employment on my taxes and turned in what records I had. Um, what I discovered this morning, I had been holding off on getting QuickBooks because I just really didn't see a need for it. And in August of this year, I finally started paying myself. I don't want this to discourage anybody. The only reason that I was able to do this is because I have other sources of income. So I was actually able to put my money back in the into my business. So, there were a lot of tools to buy and stuff like that, but I finally decided that I was at a point that I needed to start paying myself. Well, I didn't quite know how to do that. Now I've kind of structured it to where I pay myself 30% um, for every item that I sell, and that is minus fees and shipping and all of that. If you hear cartoons in the background, I apologize. Um, anyway, I started paying myself and started paying myself on a daily basis because I actually needed the money. I'm actually about to change over to paying myself once a week. Um, what I discovered when I was going through my financial statements, I was looking at my monthlies on what I was actually making per month versus what I was spending on my garage sale items. I had not been entering in any of this into QuickBooks. As I ran down through my financial statement for this month, I discovered that on my garage sale items, I spent $59 for the items that I sold. Those items sold for $563. That is a very, very good profit. Okay, and this is something that I don't go back and look at. I'm always busy listing, and yes, you do need to list every day. You need to at list. You need to list something, but you also need to keep up with your financial statements, what you're bringing in every month, what you paid for an item, and how much you're profiting. I knew that I did make profits on my stuff, but it really set a fire under me this morning to go through that and see that I had turned $59 into 563 in a month's time. Now, I have other items. I buy a lot of vintage jewelry in bulk. So I had also gone through those for the month of what I had made off of the lotted items. I do not count my $40 expenditure for lots or what I purchase online. If I find a good deal, I'm going to buy that, and it comes out of my business account. I now no longer, um, the sooner you do this, the better off you are. I do not mix my business account with my personal account. I have a personal account now. Before, I wasn't spending any of my money, it was just going straight back into my business. Now I'm paying myself uh, 30% for every item that I sell, and that is on the net income. That is minus the shipping cost, that's minus the eBay cost. And I transfer that over into my personal account. Um, I try to keep myself a cushion, uh, and I have two separate savings accounts. On my business account, I always put 5% back of what goes into my business account into savings for tax purposes or some type of an emergency that comes up to where I would need that extra income. On my personal account, I have got to where everything, the 30% that goes into my personal account, I take 10% of that out and I put it into savings. In this savings that I have have worked through, what I will eventually do, like I sell vintage jewelry and I need to purchase a gem tester. The gem tester is about $300. So instead of taking out my running money, my operating money to buy a purchase like that, I actually put the money back into savings. And it's also a good idea to keep money back for taxes at the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of worries there because right now I'm sitting at 13,000 that I've done this year. So my standard deduction will be 15,000. So I believe I'll still show a loss. Um, I have tripled I have tripled that income though this year. So when I $12,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money to some people, but um, when you see how it grows and you see your profits, versus what you're actually, it is a big deal. And by the end of the year, I do expect to turn over to 15,000. So I'm hoping by the following year that I will double that amount or possibly triple that amount. Um, you need to, in order to stay motivated, like I said this morning, I'm guilty of this myself because I I focus so much on listing, I focus so much on shipping, I focus so much on research. You also need to find time to be able to look at your finances and see where you are instead of just spinning your wheels because there's so much money that goes into, I have a lot of things that I pay out. I have credit cards for my business. I have credit cards for my personal account. All of that is separate. So, a lot of times you're just running it and you don't even know, what your payouts for the month are actually profiting you. So, I just wanted to tell you this morning when you look at $59 that you turned into 563, that would give you an incentive that maybe you might need to have a QuickBooks account to keep a track on that. And not only that, you can separate that out. You can look at your office supplies. You can look at your payouts to yourself. You can look at everywhere that you might could save a little bit of money. I had gone through some of my accounts that I was actually paying subscriptions that weren't doing me any good. And when you make your credit card payments, it's like at the end of the month you've got. I'm like, no, I have to discipline myself. I'm gonna cut back my expenses, but I'm the type of person that I need to see it on pen and paper because I'm busy. I'm gonna stay constructive, all day trying to do something uh, productive. So I have been lacking in this area, and I would encourage you because it's exciting when you see where you spent $59 for 30 days and turned it into $568. And like I say, most of my jewelry I buy in big lots. So I haven't looked exactly. I'm going to print out all my purchases for the month and I'm going to reconcile all of that. So today I decided I need QuickBooks. And if you're like me, a lot of times you need to see things. You get so busy and get caught up, and there's always something to do when you're a reseller. And you need to keep yourself busy, but you also need to balance that time so you're not neglecting things that you need to be taken care of as well. So, anyway, I'm going to end this. I apologize for the cartoons, but I'm at home and my grandson is over here toddling around and he's watching Nemo. But anyway, if I do videos, you're probably going to see my grandkids. And anyway, thank you for listening. And if you could please hit uh, a like button on my video and please subscribe to this channel. I'm new at this, but I have so much information. I'm learning as we go along from other more successful sellers. But I am an old school eBayer and I have 30 years experience as far as what to buy, what to look for. That's probably one of my strongest areas. So I hope that I will be able to help you. And we're going to be sharing so many different kinds of videos um, on this YouTube channel. So thank you very much. I hope you have a good day. And be sure you list items. Thank you.